My best friend replaced our NYC trip last minute, so I stopped answering and booked Seattle. Maya and I had one plan for over a year: New York for New Year's 2024. We made the pact after watching the ball drop on TV, sitting on her couch, broke, and still swearing we'd be there in person one day. After that night, everything became for NYC. I picked up extra weekend shifts at the diner. She took babysitting jobs. We skipped random shopping, even split a single fries sometimes because we were saving. We opened a shared savings account and treated it like a sacred thing. Every time one of us got a little money, we'd text deposit day like it was a holiday. The trip got real fast. Maya had a huge Pinterest board. I had a notebook with messy lists, hotel options, subway maps, which show had cheaper seats. We'd sit in my car after work, comparing flight prices and groaning at how expensive everything was. When we finally hit $2,000, she called me screaming so loud I had to pull the phone away. We spent hours planning like it was our job. We talked about the tree, a Broadway night, and where we'd get hot chocolate. Then, 3 weeks before we were supposed to leave, I got a text from Maya at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. So Chelsea really wants to go to NYC for her birthday, and she asked if I'd come with her instead. You understand, right? My stomach dropped. Chelsea was her childhood best friend who moved away years ago. They only saw each other a couple times a year, but every time Chelsea showed up, Maya acted like the rest of us were invisible. I stared at the message until my screen dimmed. I finally typed back, "Do whatever you want." Maya replied right away with a wall of texts. She said she could do both trips somehow. She said Chelsea was having a hard time because her parents were divorcing. She said I was being selfish. Then she said childhood friends are different, and I wouldn't get it because I'd never had one. That line hit hard. I didn't argue. I just left her on red and went to bed, but I barely slept. In the morning, she texted again, "Can we talk about this like adults?" I answered, "There's nothing to talk about. You made your choice. I'm making mine." She shot back, "You're being so dramatic. It's just one trip." I stared at that and laughed, like a short, ugly laugh. "It's the trip we planned for 18 months, I wrote. "But sure, just one trip." After that, she went quiet. That weekend, I went to the bank and pulled out my half of the money. The teller asked if I was okay because my hands were shaking when I signed. My share was $1,323.50. I walked out holding the envelope like it weighed 100 pounds. In the parking lot, I sat in my car for a minute, then opened my airline app and bought a ticket to Seattle to see my cousin. Same dates, same budget. At least there, I wouldn't feel like a backup plan. Maya found out through our mutual friend, Jenna, and my phone blew up. Call after call. 8 in a row. I let them ring. Then a text. "Withdrawing the money is so petty. You're punishing me for having other friends." I didn't answer. I didn't want to fight. I also didn't want to pretend this was fine. 2 days later, Maya dropped a new message in the group chat. "Guys, my dad got a job offer in Texas. We're moving in 3 weeks. I want one last big hangout before I leave. Beach day? Escape room? Please." Everyone started spamming sad emojis and "no" and "we have to." My chest got tight when I read it. I wasn't made of stone, but the timing felt like a trap. Like now I was supposed to forget everything because she had news. I typed the simplest thing I could. "Can't make it. Already have plans that weekend." The chat went quiet for a beat. Then Maya replied, "What plans?" I wrote, "Just plans. You know how it is." She started typing, stopped, started again. Finally, she said, "Can you please just come? This is important." I answered, "So is New York." Jenna messaged me privately, "She's moving. Can you just let it go?" I told her, "Some people only care about your time when it's convenient for them." That night, Maya called again and again. Then she texted, "This is the last time you'll see me for years, and you're really doing this? Over one trip?" My thumbs hovered. Then I sent the truth I'd been holding in. "You showed me where I fit. I'm just matching your energy. You said childhood friends matter more, right? Cool. I'm spending that day with my cousin. We've known each other since we were babies." The typing bubble popped up for a second, then disappeared. No reply. Now they're calling me petty for cashing out. Was I really wrong?